Hello there. Welcome back to the Perfect Odyssey podcast. I'm your host, Amalia Henry, and here we talk about identity, confidence, self trust, and what it takes to build a life and a business you truly desire. Oh my gosh, so for today's episode, we will be talking about continuing to dream big. I was having a conversation with a friend a couple days ago, and she was basically giving me my praise, saying, "Oh my God, Amali, I really appreciate what it is that you're doing. Like sometimes your messaging is so timely because, girl, I be going through it. Like, it comes at just the right moment, for me to just say, all right, cool, relax, it's all working out, and I'm really happy she said that to me, because I'm human too. Like, I go through it myself, so for somebody to be saying it to me, it just feels really good. So I'm just happy to be here. Dreaming, being myself, doing what I need to do to get to the place that I want to get to. Because at the end of the day, whatever you're doing, it's for you. You're following your vision. Like, whether or not you want to align with who you actually want to become or not, that's where you're heading. That's literally where you're heading, so it really is important to figure out what it is that you actually want. And we've literally been talking about that probably since day one. Since day one of this podcast, like, what is it that you actually want? What does freedom actually look like to you? Majority of people are literally just working, burning out themselves. And I was literally reading up the definition of burnout. Like, come, let's actually see, what does burnout actually mean? So I searched on Google burnout job definition. So, job burnout is an occupational phenomenon resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. It is characterized by three core dimensions: severe energy depletion, increased mental distance, and cynicism towards one's job. So, feeling deeply drained, tired, depleted, physical or emotional energy it's just like, oh my gosh, I always felt that way. I always felt that way. Like, when I remember what it was like when I was working a 9 to 5, I just knew that, like, yeah, this was not it for me. Like, I hated waking up in the morning to get ready. Like, because at the end of the day, I know that this is not what I want to be doing. This is not what I would rather be doing with my life. Like, and majority of people, you would ask them, you would say that to them, and they would say, yeah, it's not what you want to do, but it's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. At the end of the day, this is your life, and you choose how you live it. So what might work for somebody may not work for you. And I just knew that this 9 to 5 business was not going to work for me. Like, no, I shouldn't say since, but after I left, like, that corporate world, my dream was to, or is to, do the things that I like to do and make money from it. Like, that's the biggest dream. And I've been doing it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, baby, I'm about to go even further. Literally going further, like, every year it's a level up. But, it took me knowing that I don't want to do this, and this, for me to say, you know what? This is a risk. That I'm gonna take. I'm definitely gonna take it, because, again, this is something I don't want to do. So am I going to be in the mindset that I can't do it, or I won't be able to do it? I won't be able to, Like, come on now, like everything is about mindset. If you literally say that you can't do it, if you allow other people to project onto you and to tell you that no, you can't do it, that's on you. That's on you. That's on you. That's on you. But really and truly, it can't affect you. You can't let it affect you. You know, like you have to know what it is that you want. We have one life to live, and I do not believe that we came here to just struggle. I don't believe it, to just struggle, work in jobs that aren't fulfilling. Like, what's the point? What's the point? Like, we're all going to, anyways, like, come on, be for real, be for real, be for real. Like, and I've literally lived it. I've lived experiences where I say that, you know what, this is what I actually want, and to me it looks so out of reach, right? Like where it is that I want to be or what it is that I want to do, it seems so far. Like how am I ever going to get there? But me taking the actions to try to get there actually gets me there. It actually gets me there. So like since I saw that, I realized that, oh wow, like the things that are in my head, like the visions I see of, what would make me happy, it actually comes true. Like it actually works. Like what I manifested actually manifested. Like what are we saying here? So since then I'm just like, yes. Even if it looks so big, even if it seems as if it will take years to accomplish this and that, like as long as you are moving in alignment, you are taking the actions to do the things that you actually want to do, or to go to the places that you actually want to go, no matter how it looks to somebody else. Because remember, at the end of the day, this is your vision. Whatever that is, like it could be out of this world, it literally could be anything. Like this is you, this is your vision. So you don't need to let anything take you off that track of actually accomplishing it, like point blank. When I first started learning about business, I was in an entrepreneurial program that was basically teaching you as the startup. At that point, I wasn't even registered. I literally had an idea of what it is that I want to be doing. And we were going through like the first things to business, like who your target audience is, like what problem are you solving, like what's the gap, like da 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 da. And after, I think it was that first or second class, I felt so overwhelmed that I dropped out. I literally dropped out. I just felt like, this is not it. Like the feeling that I had, it was just not it. And I think that also came from me having symptoms. I'm not going to claim it, but symptoms of ADHD. Apparently it's a thing where, or how I can describe it, is me learning the information and being so overwhelmed and upset with myself that I didn't know it. Like this is my first time learning about it, but I'm upset with myself that I didn't know it. And with everything, it just overwhelmed me, and I just felt so disappointed in myself. And I don't know what I was going through. I don't know what I was going through at that point, but like that's literally how I felt. So yeah, but eventually I had to get over that. I know where it is that I want to be, and you have to also know where it is that you want to be. Whatever goal, dream, desire that you have to move in alignment, and that is with anything that you actually want. It doesn't even have to just be about business, like moving in alignment is absolute key. Moving with consistency, discipline. I'm learning all of that now, because growing up, I really didn't know what I wanted. I was just going with the flow. I was really just going with the flow, but eventually after I, gain clarity on the person I am, like who Amalia is, what Amalia wants to be known for, um, that's where I then realize, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to help people transform their lives. I want to help them reach their goals, like have the self-belief and the confidence, or build the self-belief and confidence to know that whatever circumstance you are in, whatever resources that you don't have to get to where you want to get to, one way or the next, you're gonna get there. You're going to get there, because at the end of the day, it's in your head. Like the vision that you have for yourself, the life that you want for yourself, it's in your head. So therefore, it's a very strong possibility. What if it is actually a possibility that you, this is what life will be if you actually move in alignment with the vision? Move in alignment with the vision. Whatever the vision is, move in alignment to that. I was talking to this lady last year. I think I had I had gone into a store and I was just trying to promote an upcoming workshop, right? And obviously, I'm here talking about, going for your goals, going for your dreams, your desires, da 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 da. And she was basically saying, or I asked a question, are you where you want to be? And she did respond, yes. And she was basically saying, like she doesn't dream too big, she's a realist and stuff. So she doesn't dream too big just to avoid the disappointment, So I was just there listening. I was like, oh, okay, girl. But in my mind, I'm like, girl, anyways, we couldn't be friends. We could not be friends, but everybody has their own opinions and beliefs and whatever. But she can't tell me that. She can't tell me that, like, that's her life. That's her life experience. That's her, but it doesn't have to be you. And whatever it is that you believe, that's how life is going to turn out for you. So if you believe that you are worthy of living this life, if you believe that you are worthy of actually living the dream that you've been dreaming for yourself, then one way or the next, it will manifest. It will manifest. There is no way, as long as you stick to it. It's like mentally and action wise, like what, like it will come to life. Like there's no if, buts, or maybe. Like maybe it takes some time, maybe it doesn't come in the timing that you would expect it to come, but everything is happening for you. Always remember that. Always remember that. And again, if it's in your mind, what's the point? What's the point? Like, we have to realize that we are powerful beings. Come on now, if that's your goal, all right then, say less. Move in alignment to that, and eventually we'll get there. That's just it. That's just it. But I did not want to make this podcast episode too long. Thank you so much for listening. Continue to dream big, continue to believe in yourself, continue to work on yourself, and continue to just be consistent in the goal, whatever that is for you. Be consistent in it. Still, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Sometimes you go through things and it's more so the mental part of it that makes it seem as if that you're not consistent, but you know what you're going through. You know what you're going through. Give yourself grace. Everything is working out. No matter the direction that you take, everything is still working out for you. Point blank, period. Thank you so much for listening. I'm your host, Amalia Henry, and I will see you on the next episode of the Perfect Odyssey podcast.